Hi guys, maybe you're like me and you've had a little bit of trouble here with Windows 10 and trying to get certain applications to run at startup. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Now we're going to go through step one essentially, which is the way that Microsoft recommends, and hopefully that works for you. And we're going to go through step two, and that's if the way that Microsoft recommends does not work. I'm going to show you an alternative way to do it that's very easy and should work very well if the program does not work the way Microsoft recommends. So first, let's go through the steps that Microsoft recommends. I suggest you try them first. And if for some reason they do not work, I'm going to show you another way that's quite simple that will help you to get your program to start. The first thing I want you to do is go down to the bottom and go find your search bar, type in Start Up Apps, and you'll go ahead and launch that, and you'll get this window right here. Inside this window, we have a list of various applications that um, can be turned on and off to start up when the computer is turned on. So maybe your app is here and maybe it's just turned off. Go ahead and turn it on. Restart your computer and see if it works. If for some reason your app is not here, we can also show you here how to get that application in here. So what you do is if you click here under Have a Question, Change Startup Apps, Microsoft actually has its suggested method. So under Add Apps, it says go ahead and hit the Windows key and R, which is the run command, and type in shell :startup. Shell :startup. Click OK. Let's close the browser. Here you will get a folder inside your OS essentially where you can put different shortcuts to applications and it will make them show up in this menu so you'll have the ability to turn them on and off. So let's go through the steps of how you can do that really quick. Let's right click this. So I just typed in Apex Legends, popular game right now, open file location, and then I right click that there, and then I could click send to desktop create shortcut. That will create a shortcut for me. Let's close that folder. I can grab that shortcut, paste it into here, into that folder, restart my computer, and then this program, Apex Legends, will show up in here, and I'd have the ability to turn it on or off and make it start when my computer starts. Now, for some applications, this does not work. Let me delete that, close this window, right? The application that I was trying to make work is Hardware Monitor. It essentially monitors different things about your PC throughout the time that the application is running, like the temperatures and things like that. For some reason, I went through these steps and it would not work. So let me show you the way that I got that application to work without using the Windows steps. Now, again, I tried those steps. It just would not work. Um, if you actually go down to the bottom here again and type in Task Scheduler, all this does is basically it assigns different tasks for Windows to do. And some programs actually will create tasks automatically. Here we can see some from Google and different things like that. We're going to make our own task for the computer. So if you go ahead and go on the right hand side, click Create Task, and I'm going to call it Test and then Run Hardware Monitor on Start. Now I wouldn't call yours test because this for you it'll probably be the real thing, but for me it's a test and I don't want to get it confused with the actual one that I have created for this program. Now you'll put in here run only when user is logged on. I also have run with highest privileges, also hidden, so no pop-ups, no nothing. The program should just automatically start. Now it's going to ask us what do we want the trigger to be to make this work. And for the trigger, we're going to click at logon, right? And then it says settings for any user. So we're telling the computer at logon for any user, we want you to do something. It's asking us under actions, what do you want it to do? We're going to say new. And then we want it to start a program. Now the computer's saying, well, what program? Browse. We tell it we want it to start Hardware Monitor. Now you will have to browse to the actual exe of the program that you want. I suggest finding the exe and not the shortcut of the program. And I'm not going to go through those steps. I'm sure you guys can figure that out, or you may already know how to do that. So there, I've told it what program I want it to start, and I'll click OK. And then here, it's asking us under what conditions. Now, we don't want there to be a ton of conditions. We want it to start no matter what. So I don't want any of these power conditions. I just want it to start. So I turned all those conditions off. Just at logon, start, under no conditions, just do it, essentially is what we're saying. And then under settings, it says allow tasks to be run on demand. That's fine. Stop task if it runs longer than 3 days. No, we don't. Just run. Don't stop it. And then it says if the running task does not end when requested, force it to stop. Sure, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Click OK. Now we've just created a new task. If you look on the left-hand side and click on Task Scheduler Library, here you can see a list of all the tasks on your computer, and you can also see that here's the one right here that we created, test run. So now if you close out of Task Scheduler, restart your computer, which I'm not going to do, but if you did, you will get Hardware Monitor now to run. So this concludes our tutorial now. I've showed you how to start a program using the default steps that Windows has implemented to put any program in the startup. I've also showed you how, if that does not work, how to use the task scheduler to create your own task to make the program run automatically. Lastly, if you guys know of any other way to make this work that's easier than the methods that I've shown, I would love to hear about them. Please put them in the comments. I hope this helps you guys, and have a wonderful day.